Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this Something Must Be Wrong. I started my computer from a fresh start, turned it off, turned it back on, and when I check on my software here, it correctly has the proper microphone chosen. That's different. And when I checked my recording levels, they were all proper, not messed up like normal. I don't know what to make of this. Life is all wrong. It's like I stepped into through a doorway and was transported into a different dimension. I don't understand. Things are working right. I'm not used to that. But anyway, though, good morning. It is 10:05 a.m. I am an hour late. I should have had this done an hour ago. But I went to sleep about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and which was fine. And I set my alarm on my phone for 4.5 hours. And then I woke up on my own after having slept through that, which is good. It is good. I didn't wear earplugs and I slept. I've had to wear earplugs all my life, except for lately. And it's been wonderful sleeping in a bed. It's painful. It hurts. Even the Tempur-Pedic mattress, the fact is, because I don't move, that doesn't help matters. I just plonk and I don't move. And not moving is not good. You get sore, and so I get sore. Yay. Semi-yay. I need to buy myself a good office chair. I just have this nice little antique chair. It was my wife's little antique chair, and while I don't want to throw it away because it was her antique chair and all, the fact I had to put a pillow back on my neck. The fact of the matter is it's made for like children, and it's an antique, and it's not comfortable at all. Straight back chairs for me are not comfortable anyway. At least in the United States, chairs are generally made with negative lumbar support. Now, your back has your thoracic vertebrae. That's where your ribs come out, and then your lumbar vertebrae, which curves inward like this. Well, because your back curves inward, when you sit, you want to have a good support for that. American chairs don't do that. They tend to go concave down here where you need support, and they're incredibly uncomfortable because of that. And so there's a huge industry of people making ergonomic devices to make chairs livable. I don't know why we don't just make them so that they work, but we don't. I mean, we're the country that after we knew and realized that lead was bad for people in the environment, as a country, we doubled down and said, oh really, lead's bad for you? Well, tell you what then, we're going to use lead for everything. And then we did. We started painting lead on everything. We put it on our bridges, on our buildings. We used it to paint things on roads. We threw lead everywhere. We just went, oh, it's bad for you? Oh, really? Then how about this? Is this bad for you? Here, I'll put it on this. Oh, is this bad for us? Here, I'll put it in our drinking water. Is that bad for us? Well, yeah, as it turned out, it was. Now we have a nearly $1 trillion a year problem to take care of. Does the government ever spend that kind of money willingly? No. And the fact of the matter is, most of the lead is where poor people live. And so we have a near $1 trillion per year problem with lead. And it's a struggle to get our government to spend millions per year just to try and take care of the lead that we threw around the environment. So yay. And unfortunately, while the government is kind of two heads on the same monster, the two heads are completely different. There's the one head, we'll call it Roger. Roger is the head that you don't want in charge because it hurts you, it kills you, and tells you to like it. The other head tries to at least make the pain of it hurting and killing you not as bad. I prefer this one called Dave. I like it when Dave is in charge, because when Roger's in charge, the country really is in bad shape. Really bad shape. Roger's in charge right now. Thus, we have Trump. Thumbs up. Oh well. Now, I don't really have anything to say about life or anything at this moment. I've got nothing a lot to say. I just woke up. So rather than just yammer and say nothing, I'm going to go to my community page and thank 20 to 25 people. I've loaded up a huge amount, and so I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for leaving me comments. Now, I'm not reading the comment as I'm doing this. I'm just thanking you for leaving the comment. Whether it is a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment, I don't know. I don't really care right now. I'm just thanking you for leaving the comment. If I happen to blip my eye down and read the comment as I thank you, that's one thing, and I'll answer comments like that when that sometimes happens. But it's a fluke. I don't plan on it, so. Now, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm doing my best, and I'm very sorry. So, if I didn't know how to pronounce my own name, I would mispronounce my own name. Thumbs up for the win. So, I do my best, so no disrespect intended. So I'm going to start with Joe, the Lost Boy, and then there is Poon Slayer. Thank you very much. I like some of your usernames. They're very imaginative is a good word, and that makes me laugh, and so thank you very, very much. And the Critic Gamer, thank you so very, very much. And then there is Melania, thank you so much. And Claude 5190, thank you very much. And then Once Fan James, thank you so very, very much. And Anthony On Point, thank you so very much for the comments. Jason Klein, thank you so very much. And then there is Silky Slim, thank you, Silky Slim. And then John Green, thank you very much. Brian Russillo, now I would pronounce it Russillo, Russillo. The double O is generally with a Y sound, so I would say Russillo. I don't know if that's true, that's just the way I would pronounce that. And then Marco Garcia, thank you so very much. And Kid Imprint, Kibb, thank you so very much. Pineapple Pandas. That's a good name. Thank you so very much for the comment. Greatly appreciated. And then there, yay, J-Rock Vampire. Thank you so very much. I've been missing you in the comments too, so thank you. And then Logan Meter. Thank you very much. And then good old Nate Shakur. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Oh, Nikos Moshonas with the Nikos MCN. Thank you so very much for the comments. And then, oh, it's XX. I'm a Panda 2004. XX. Thank you so very much. And then Captain Coolio. Oh no, that's this one, isn't it? That's a 20. I already did 19, so that's 20. Captain Coolio. Thank you so very much for the comment. And then there is, oh boy, I don't know how to do this one, but J-A-O-A with a symbol O and then Lopez, I think. Thank you very, very much. I'm so sorry I couldn't do it. And then Dark Cross Plays. Thank you so very, very much. And then there is Hackerman. Oh, I just did that one, didn't I? So it's this one, Hackerman. Thank you. See, this is why I'm unsure and I say 22, 25, because I got lost. And then Zero Sight. Zerosyte. Thank you so very, very much. Actually, Zero Sight says, what did you do for a living before YouTube? Just curious. Actually, what I did for a living before that is I spent 15 years as a nurse's aide. You see, when I first went out of, graduated from high school in 1981, I graduated from high school. And I didn't know what to do or any such thing like that. And so I went and enlisted in the United States Air Force. out of high school. Spent 4 years in the United States military, in the United States Air Force. Spent 2 years in Germany. Spent 1 year, well, I spent a year in Florida, spent 2 years in Germany, and then spent 6 months in Florida. And then I was out. I did my 4 years, and then you see, at that time, so many people were in the military. In 1986, the United States government did what was known as the Graham-Rudman Act. 2 senators, like Phil Graham and somebody Graham-Rudman. And that was, they did a RIF, reduction in force, RIF. And so anybody that had 6 months or less had to make up their mind. You were either going to get out right now, or, and you were given a choice, if you had enough stuff going on, you could re-up. You could at least try to re-up. But, you know, because it wasn't automatic, because they were reduction in force. So anybody that was at the tail end that didn't qualify was reduction in force. I was one of those. Because there was so many people, there were so many people in the services that nobody could move. People were spending 10 or 15 years as like an E4, and that wasn't supposed to happen. You're supposed to be moving up in the ranks, and then until you keep going upward. E4 is low. I mean, anybody can make E4. It's an automatic, you know, you go from a senior airman to sergeant, at least back then. You know, it's an automatic thing. But then you got stuck. You couldn't go any further because there were too many people up above you. So they did that huge reduction in force. Huge reduction in force. As stated, I was one of them. So in 1986, I was up. I needed a job. I looked for a job. I had a little bit of Air Force money. And so I spent a couple of years looking for work. After a time, I got a job as a nurse's aide. Discovered I loved nurse's aide work. Spent the next 15 years, from 1989 to 2003, as a nurse's aide. During that time, the last couple of years, I had had so many back injuries with my back that from 2003 onward, I have been disabled. Both physically and mentally up here, with depression, and especially now with the death of my wife, I'm not good, depression-wise. I smile, I'm happy on the outside, but trust me, I'm not happy in here. It is not a happy landscape between my ears and behind my eyes. Part of life, it's what happens. So I spent 15 years doing that, and then from 2003 onward, I took care of my wife. And literally, that was my full-time job. I had 25 times where if I had been a little bit slower, she would have died before she finally did at the end of 12 years of our marriage. Where I was that fast, for even 2 or 3 more minutes, and she would have been gone. So that was my full-time job, keeping her alive. But then 3 years ago, well, March 19th is when she died, 3 years ago. And well, a month shy of that. So we're coming up on her anniversary of her death. 3rd year anniversary of her leaving me. So that's what I did for my life. Thumbs up on that. I can't remember really any of my greetings to make. So, since she's been over here sniffing and snurfing along, she's vicious too. You can't really see it. I was bleeding a lot on my thumb right there. I had chunks taken out of my thumb because I was carrying a cage downstairs to clean it. And guess who decided to see if my thumb was edible? She attacked it with fervor and just peeled strips of skin off of my thumb with her teeth. And I bled a little bit, but you know, it wasn't bad. That's gonna heal up, and it's not even bleeding today. It bled yesterday. It's not bleeding today. It'll be healed up soon. She's a little monster, but she's a good monster. Her and her sister. Oh, in fact, look at her. It is her. There, she's got the hole in her ear. She is little Miss Evil. She's not evil, but look at that. She's got that coloration on her back. with the full color and then split there. It's interesting. I like her coloration. She's evil. I like her a lot. She's not evil. She's just very aggressive. But she's a cutie because of that. Female hamsters have to be aggressive. They know that they carry the genetic line within them because they've got babies and they have babies, so they've gotta be aggressive. They've gotta kill whatever's out there before it hurts their babies. So they're very aggressive. And she's a sweetie. Well, okie dokie. I'd like to do more. I don't have more to do. I've got to hurry up and get things done. I meant to take a shower. In fact, that's what I was going to do this morning when I first woke up. I guess who slept through their alarm. So, if you could check some of my links down there, I've got all sorts in the show more. I've added my newly resurrected blog. I plan on I'm treating that as like a Twitter. So, I'm also going to be writing stories, stuff like that. So, if you're interested, it's nothing fascinating. It's just another thing, another leg of my multimedia empire. And then if you could toss me a like, that would be cool. I would appreciate that. I do appreciate positive validation for my existence, a definite thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that too would be cool. Pity subscriptions not needed or wanted. So if you're down with it, that's cool. But otherwise, take a rest and see. But thumbs up. You have a great day today. I'm going to work on at least one reaction. I'm going to try and have my Danganronpa second episode of that done today. I've already had Resident Evil. I've had Creativerse. Now it's time for the next Danganronpa. So, or Danganronpa. Sorry about that, Danganronpa. Always leave that last in. But still. So you take care. Have a great day. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll make it happen, won't we? So you take care. Have a great day. I'll see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. Thumbs up on that. Oh, but